I use hand planes a lot in the workshop. Pretty much all of my planes are second hand when I get them. My favourite place to get them is from eBay. I actually enjoy the process of bringing them back to life as much as I do using them. You could probably get better planes brand new, but they're expensive, and for what I need, the second hand ones do the job perfectly well. Now there is an empty space in my plane rack, and I've been after a number 3 Stanley for quite a long time. So I've had a quick look on eBay. There's a number of planes on there that would be suitable, but there's one in particular that looks really good. Basically, when you're looking at these planes, try and choose one that's got a lot of images, then you can have a really good look at the various angles. For me, the most important bit is the actual body of the plane itself. If you see one that's cracked or has been welded or is severely corroded, just move on. There's plenty out there. There's no need to waste your time on those planes. This plane has some pitting on the sole, but it's nothing that I can't sort out. So I'm happy with this one. So I'm going to put a bid in, see what happens. So a parcel has turned up in the post. See what we've got. So for a start, it's nicely packaged. It didn't make any rattling sounds when I first picked it up. That's generally a good sign. Okay, so that's been really well packaged. I'm happy with that. Okay, there we are. So what we have here is a Stanley number 3 hand plane. I've wanted one of these for a while. They're useful in a couple of ways. Because they're thinner than a number 4. There's a number 4 for comparison. They're just slightly less likely to tip. They're also slightly shorter, which means you can get them into places that you wouldn't be able to get a number 4 into. So you can work in more localised areas on a piece of work. Okay, let's strip this one down, see what it's like. So first off, I'll look at the blade and the chip breaker. It's a bit tight. Okay, so as I said, the blade it's relatively sharp. It is, however, I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it's ground very slightly out of square. So that will need addressing. Chip breaker seems to be in fairly nice condition. And it sits nicely against the iron. As far as the body goes, the sole looks pretty flat. I'd have to check that out more thoroughly, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of work to be done to that. Screw's a little bit chewed up, that'll need a bit of cleaning up. As I said, I don't know how close you can see that. The knobs, they've put something on there to try and make it look nice, but all the original lacquer is still on there and flaking off, so we'll clean that off and just refinish it. Won't take long. Again, it's kind of been semi-refinished, but they're not fooling anyone with that. But the good news is it's in one piece. So we can just refinish that. Looks like possibly someone's repainted this frame at some point. Not a big deal. Everything looks nice in there. Everything works nicely, it's nice and smooth, it doesn't bind. Happy days. Right, let's quickly stick this back together. See if we can take a shaving. Could potentially be the cause of it being a little bit loose. There's a lot of gunk in there. So perhaps when that's cleaned out it'll seat better. I've got a piece of pitch pine in the vise. Let's see what we can do. I'm just going to advance the iron until I start to get a cut. And then just starting a little wispy shaving. So even though I've just pulled that apart and haven't really set it up properly, it's obviously capable of taking a nice fine shaving. I think once the iron's properly ground and sharpened and we've done a bit of work on the sole, this will make a very, very nice and useful plane. I'm going to be making a follow-up video where I fully restore this plane and bring it back into use. So to ensure you don't miss out, why not subscribe and click the bell icon. Thanks for watching.